Now approaching for 69,420.
Hi everybody, welcome back. Hey everybody, how's it going? And welcome back to another video. Now, I'm not gonna actually eat this because it would be rude for me to eat anything and not offer you some. I mean, if you want some. Okay, you don't want it. Don't worry about it. Here's the sitch. I'm gonna eat this, and then we'll go to town, and then we'll talk later. But, you know, you didn't want my food, so I'll see you guys in a bit, I guess. Alright, so that's all done with. Time to go to town. On this first stop, I had to make a little run to Walmart. Get those good old-fashioned cheap noodles. Also getting scallop potatoes, because if you don't know, scallop potatoes are the OG. They are #1. I'd take them over mashed most of the time. Mashed depends on how they're made, but scallop potatoes, normally the go-to. Also, notepads, because school's starting up, and if I'm spending almost $100,000, I better work hard. Or at least make it look like I am, so that way, yeah. But, yeah, those are the things we got. So, noodles, scallop potatoes, and notepads. The fun stuff that it is. Yeah, but that's not the only stop we gotta make. Let's get one more thing while we're in town. Just got out of Best Buy, as you can see in the background. Now, I got a few things. Got a new memory card. I'll talk about that in a second. I got an HDMI and VGA adapter to a USB-C. I'm gonna run some janky old school meets new school setup using that. I also got a 5-in-1, so it's HDMI, LAN, and it's got 3 USBs on this UBC adapter. But talking about the card, so I realized one of the errors that I made with the cards that I currently have with this card. So the ones that I currently have, they write at, so they input data onto the card at a maximum speed of 20 megabytes per second. But this one here, it does it at up to 60 megabytes per second. So I may not be good at math, but I know that's 3 times faster. So the reason that with the other videos I couldn't produce it more than 10 minutes with the camera dying is because, so with that 20 megabyte per second cap, it would create more cache data, and eventually the camera would just be like, whoa, 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 I'm gonna stop you right there because I gotta catch up on all this. But now that we've made the upgrade to the 60 megabyte per second, I don't know how that will equate. I don't know if that means I get 3 times longer worth of video, or if that just means that I am good for a while now. That'll be a trial and error thing. Using the VGA adapter, so the main reason I got it is to do this little project. So we've had this old screen, my old monitor that hasn't been used in years, and so now using the VGA adapter, I'm running 2 screens. I've used that USB-C to VGA, and now I'm running a dual screen setup. So right now I've got good old Sidemen Reacts running over here. Spotify's open here. I'm not using them at the same time. I just have them both open for this purpose. But now I am able to do this. The other nice thing is, if this wants to work, there we go, I can also work OBS on this screen. If you don't know what OBS is, let's just say there's a lot of new things coming. Now, it's time for the fun stuff. 3, 2, 1, hey! If you guys haven't seen, I did make a podcast talking about this kind of stuff, and in that podcast I didn't talk about my resolutions. I just talked about like most common and how they'll play out in 2021 as it looks right now. Though, let's talk about mine. So before I turn this around, I can't remember who said it, but I remember hearing somebody talk about how there's no point setting a resolution. It's better to set a goal. Because with a resolution, a lot of the times it's waved off, but with a goal, you think about it and you may actually act upon it more than a resolution. So, with that little bit being said, here's my list of resolutions and goals for 2021. So, number 1, improve health. So with that, I just mean like general fitness and movement and everything, because my joints are terrible. I can't squat without my knees hurting. So yeah, that's a big one. I want to improve my knees, my shoulders. I stopped running for a bit just because exam season got to me and it took away a lot of free time, so I just didn't exercise as much as I wanted to. So I've chonked out a little bit since before December hit, but that's the first one. And so I got kind of one way that I'm doing that, and so non-sponsored plug, but I'm doing the Gymshark 66. If you guys haven't heard of it, I'll put a link down below to let you guys know what it is. But through 66, I'll also be doing the Yes Theory 100 Days of Sweat, kind of like making sure with twice the kind of concept that I'll be doing it, making sure I break a sweat and everything. So that'll be my kind of way of doing that. I'll be tracking the Gymshark journey through my Instagram, so if you guys want, go ahead, go follow my Instagram account. Now, my next one is improve the channel. So in the last video, I know I talked about changing my quality and changing how things get done around here. That is what this is falling under, so changing that, improving editing, improving content that goes out. That's all that. Grow channel. So at the time of recording, I have 12 subs. I want to try to keep that climbing instead of staying stagnant, because it's not bad. Like, every YouTube channel grows differently, but I kind of do want to see more growth this year, especially since I have a full year instead of a couple months. After that, learn more songs on guitar. So far, I only know 2. Those being Hurt by Johnny Cash and the Hanukkah song by Adam Sandler. Those are the only 2 songs that I currently know how to play on guitar. I want to keep going and learn more. And then these 2 down here, those are the fun ones. Don't go crazy and don't go mentally insane. That goes hand in hand with being able to do things. So, the context behind those last 2. The reasoning behind those last 2 is basically quarantine. Everybody's favorite thing. Young and free, only 17, stuck in quarantine. The fun stuff it is. With quarantine though, at time of recording, if you are a resident of Ontario, you already understand this. If not, you have your own thing going on, which I may not be aware of. With those last 2, they were in regards to the whole quarantine lockdown situation, so I'm not going to go too in-depth in it here. I may produce a podcast and talk about it there, because there's a little rant I want to do about it. But those are my goals. So improving health basically through every way, shape, or form, because my knees hurt, my shoulders are terrible, I crack every joint that I can basically, and it's not on purpose. After that, improve the channel, keep things flowing, keep things growing, everything like that. Then I got grow the channel, trying to get more people to watch, more people to enjoy what they're watching, be able to get more feedback, be able to improve at larger quantities, and then learn more songs on guitar. And yeah, those are what my goals are for 2021. After I did that last part, I kind of went off on a tangent, and so that'll be a video coming out on Tuesday. But you know, with all this being said, I told you my goals, and I gave you the reasonings behind them, and then you know it led me off on a tangent, and that's coming for you. But you know, like with that all being said, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. You know, there is a lot of crazy stuff going on right now. Everybody can try and do their best to interpret it in their own way. However, that's the thing, we can only interpret it in our own way. So, like, as much as there may be reasoning behind one idea, like, it can be validated by another idea. It's just, with all the craziness going on in the world right now, you know, it's kind of important that, like, as much as this whole pandemic is something that we all have to work together on, it's just made everybody go so far apart from each other in some aspects, just because in certain cases people don't want to get near each other because they're afraid of it all. In other cases, people don't want to be associated with some people based on their ideas and beliefs. As much as, you know, we're supposed to work together on all this, it's created divides. And so, you know, it's not the happiest note to leave on, but it's something to kind of reflect on. Because, like, as well, like, that's one thing. We all have to work on that. So, as much as that wasn't on my list, that is something we all should work on, is like trying to tackle this all together instead of like one person kind of telling us what we all have to do and then everybody taking a separate approach at it. The other thing is, like I said in my video on Tuesday, you know, don't really try to tackle everything big scheme, because you know, if you try, basically it's like the saying, move a mountain rock by rock. Like, just don't go, yeah, I'm gonna do this. Give yourself something too big that you can't reasonably do, but set a goal that you can do. And you know, with that all being said, like, just do something that you want to do. I know, like, normally you set your resolutions on New Year's Day. However, I'm telling you mine in the middle of the month. But you know, it is what it is. 2021's pretty crazy right now. Even though it just started, you know, we're picking up where 2020 left off. But you know, with that all being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, feel free, comment down below anything you want to see, anything you want to hear, anything you want to talk about. Feel free to comment. I just said that. Feel free to like. Feel free to subscribe. Just go for it. But with that all being said, I hope you guys did enjoy your New Year's. I know I said that in the last one too. But you know, the way these times are going, just take it slow, because everything's going to change right before you. But yeah, with that all being said, don't forget, don't party too hard, and I'll catch up with you guys again next time.